Center, Atma Shiva Ashram, Malaysia Yoga Wellness, Bharat
in Malaysia. On behalf of the Indian High Commission and on behalf of the Indian Cultural Center in Kuala Lumpur, I bring greetings and warm wishes to our yoga friends in Malaysia and in India on the occasion of the International Day of Yoga 2021. The Government of India, under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, that took this proposal of declaring 21st June as the International Day of Yoga by the United Nations. Through the efforts of Government of India, the UN decided to celebrate 21st June as the International Day of Yoga, and in 2015 it was the first time that this event was done.
When your right side, take and bend to your right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Okay, we go for next. Over.
Medical yoga, because it's, for most of you is something is very new in this industry or in this line is medical yoga is actually exists from those times up to now, but actually what we never separate the medical yoga with normal yoga. So medical yoga and normal yoga, there's a lot of difference. So medical yoga, we just more focus on a treatment base. Normal yoga is for your health base, you maintain your health, you do this one. So in Malaysia, for medical yoga with only organization, not Malaysian, is MHSO, I have sign up a memorandum of agreement with our Malaysian government to do a treatment center. We have our own treatment center in Jinjang, which is fall under the government, Ministry of Health. The problem we all are thinking is, people who older, they have all kind of complication. But in the clinic, I even see a 20 years girl who the neck cannot even turn. The neck is just stay like that because she was using phone. So she was just using the phone, her neck is hard. So we have to give treatments. So we tried a certain treatment. So I did what? I gave her a yoga head yoga therapy. So I also do some yoga. Then I give her some warm-up points. Immediately she can able to bend the head. So yoga is really helpful because people telling yoga or just for health, but yoga is very deep. If you really go into this, there's a huge topics in yoga. You can create and treat people in multiple ways. A lot of treatments, even like I tell you, the Kai Kalpa, diabetes class 2, we have proven it can cure. Gym, the sequence will be like same. You're taking this is sequence. So you're going to do like 50 reps. Then you're going to do what? You're going to push your leg and so on. So people who go to gym, they have a long-term knee problem, which I'll start in short while. But at the same time, people who have other problem. I have a patients who came with a frozen shoulder. So the moment I see them, they have this particular person is having what we call some issues with your body. So their issues, what we're going to do is now just going to tell, okay, you come here, we're going to treat you. So based on her movements of her arms, chest, and left and right, we will diagnose that. We even have tools to measure how we can actually can see the progress. That means we have tools to see the progress. That means if your arm can come up to here, we have a measurement tools, professional measurement tools. Then from there, we will see the progress. We have a charts because all these reports we have to send to at this point. So patients, when we come, we first see they are overweight or not, because knee problem can be related to multiple problems. They can have like a sciatic nerves. Some people who have a sciatic nerve, some people have a varicose vein. Some people, their body, their weight is actually what we call overweight, so it also can impact. So this way, what will happen is, when their weight is here, so they will just start to push. So the knee will have more pressure here. So when you send the knee, you're standing. This is you're standing here. So you're putting, you're putting a pressure here. So overweight people, they tend to have knee problem, because as they move, you see, a normal knee you just move like this. So just imagine your weight, you're pushing the reason, then you have to pull back front. So the moment you put a pressure, this blue color here, you can see, because I do not want to go too deep in scientific, so easy to make you understand. The ligament, the nerve system. So the pressure here, you just keep on pressuring here. Then what will happen at the end of the day? It'll be much more faster than that. Okay, you can ask how yoga can help. Yoga can help you to recover back this, because you see, some people tell there's no lubricants. So I will just tell them, if don't have lubricants, we can no need to just go to the entire system. You can just go and get the yourself treatment. That means now I'm coming here. Okay, doctor or myself, they call me as a medical practitioner. We are not called as doctors, but it's actually is almost like a doctor, but we call ourselves as a medical practitioners. Myself is a medical yoga practitioner. So I'm having a knee problem. What I can do? So I'll tell them. Okay, I'll explain to them. If you have a weight, that means your position. If you have a sciatic nerve from the back here, that also one problem. If you have a varicose vein, it depends. Some people who have a varicose vein, they don't have a knee pain. But most basic one, if you want to see, some people, their bone is actually moved. You very simple to see. You just take your both hands. You see this line here. Okay, these two lines, you just come in place your palm together, and you can see if your one pinky finger is higher and one pinky finger is lower, that means your spinal bone at the pelvis there is already moved. A bit different. There won't be have a flex sole here. Your sole will be actually big. So people of this one will encourage them to go for yoga. That means you try to pull back your spinal cord into the place. So as you continue doing yoga, so people ask me, oh, okay, if that means should I go to the gym? I'll tell no. You will actually injure more, because you see, now you're going to gym. Now I'm telling you, you just have to, you're pulling right front, right front, right front. So even you're going jogging, running also, there's an impact on your knee. So I always tell them, okay, young people, okay, but old people can, but you can go for jogging, but try to alternate it. That means there's a method of jogging we call walk in 8. If you go and see like a motorbike, people will take the test. When they ride the motorbike, they will ride in 8 for the test. So this particular method, you can even do in the bedroom, or even can do in the hall or anywhere you have a space. So you walk in 8. What will happen is, when you're walking like this, your pressure of the knee go left, right. So if you see the ligament here, the ligament moves left, right. So when it's go to move to the left, right, automatically what will happen? You will the pressure that you're putting on your knee will reduce. So there's a wear tear less. And this one you even can do what? You even can jog. You can jog, you can do run, but if you run, you need a bigger space. If you jog, you just need a small space. You can even do a fast walk. So all this you can just they tell, oh, I'll walk 5 kilometers per day. No problem. How long will it take you to walk for 5 kilometers? Maybe 1 hour. Do the same 1 hour in the 8th cycle. That means you're going to attain the same distance, but with a safer way. So now during the MCO, I think most of you cannot go outside and jog. So you all want to be active. Actually, it's a simple exercise. At least you do minimum 20 minutes every day. You walk in the 8th cycle, you will actually reduce your body weight, increase your blood circulation. You can see sweat, and also you increase your. So I have some people also come for me like in my classes, like 70 plus old grandmas they come. They thought I already do for my children, now I'm doing for my grandchildren. I'm pain, I cannot even walk. So for them, I give them a simple method because they are not even able to sit down. That means, you see, they only can sit in a chair. If they want to sit down, they have to hold something to sit down. But in 3 months, just by doing yoga, they're not only able to sit down, they can take their leg and touch their head. So their feet, they can just touch your head, forehead here. In 3 months, a very simple method will I give them. I told them you don't need to do much. A very simple method. You do that, and after 3 months, she can do more work. That means just not any work. She can do more work. She can run faster. Actually, she's a grandmother. She can carry more heavy things. She can do much more things that normal people like in her age not able to do. Because a simple practice. I told them my students here they are because I in my class I mix and teach. For children, I teach them sports yoga. For adults, I teach them health and sports yoga, depends on their body. And also for older people, I teach them for health yoga. But health yoga also is because some people cannot do all yoga. Some people, so some people, I'm 80 now. What I'm gonna do yoga? I tell you, everything, anybody, even 90 years, even 100 years also, you still can do yoga. It's just what you're gonna do. Are you going to focus on core, or are you going to focus on your leg, or are you going to focus on overhaul? So like this grandma, I'll just give one simple lesson. I told her, you sit, you put your leg in front, you bring back, you hold. That means I asked her to sit down on the floor. Want to sit down on the floor? I asked her to put the leg like this. Go back, push it. So when you're pulling back, actually the down nerve you're pulling. When you're putting like this, your top side nerves you're pulling. So it's a very simple method. I asked them to do this just for every day you do. Morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour. I mean, I even give them some other methods. So then I asked them to, if can put the leg like this. But some people they're not able to put the leg like this. So I just tell them you just cross, you just push a bit. Then push a bit. Then you try to bring your leg front, back. Then carry. I ask them to just like a hugging a baby, just move. So this is the because why you should not do in the same direction. Like I tell you, if you do in the same direction, your knee will have problem. So I ask them always to. So when you have rotate, all parts of your knee is activated. So if you need to repair, it will start to repair. So knee problem also I give them a warm-up points. If you see, there's some critical points here. So whenever a patient
Start. So if your both nose, if you breathe in your both nose, so we check, that means your both nose will come amid. So the both nose you are breathing using your both nose. So you close your left and start with your right. So stand by. So breathe in and close the other nose and breathe out. And breathe in and close your other nose and breathe out. Okay, we do again one more time. Stand by. You breathe in and close your nose and breathe out with the other nose. And breathe in and close your nose and breathe out with the other nose. And repeat this one every 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 Kriya because so we can do 8 Kriya or more than 8 Kriya also we can do. So minimum is 8 Kriya is good for you every day morning and evening. Yeah? Okay. So we go for next pranayam. That is your 3, 4, 5. Now left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now. So bend your backwards. Your hand in your buttocks and bend your backbone slowly and down. Okay, put down. Okay, go start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, up. Now forward bend. Now your hand. Put in your arms, your fingers, and down. And knees raised. Bend your backbone. Your head down. And slowly swing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up. Relax. You want to do on the right leg, right way. So your right leg goes to put you on the right way.